And now, for the most famous words in motorsport.
Drivers, start your engines!
They come down to the line, green flag goes in the air, 2 by 2 as they head off into turn number 1.
This is Cal Norton Jr. and this is Ricky Bobby. And you're watching Flying Aces YouTube channel. Wow.
I'm Bobby Dale Earnhardt, and you're watching Flying Aces TV.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday. The weekend is upon us. Hopefully you've had a wonderful Saturday. Tonight we're going to run a couple of races. Race number 1, we're going to be at the Charlotte Roval. And the, GT4 cars. That's what we're running. GT4 at the Roval in Charlotte. And we're going to be 25% fuel, 20-minute race. That kicks off here in about 15 minutes. So if you want to join, your password over on the screen is Roval4, as in GT4. Roval4 will get you in. You'll find us in the hosted sessions. All you have to do is have a heartbeat and an iRacing subscription. Race with us if you wish. Again, 20 minutes race. Race number 2 tonight, we're going to Kansas. We're going to ride the NASCAR Cup Series, the Gen 6 NASCAR Cup Series at Kansas. That'll be a 100-lap feature. And that comes up right after our Charlotte Roval race. Again, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you've had a wonderful one. Let's get rocking and rolling. I have to thank these guys and these gals who help support this channel. Stay caught up on our racing schedule at _FlyingAces on X or on Discord. There's a link in the description below. Need race-winning open setups on iRacing? Check out the official Coca-Cola iRacing eNASCAR setup supplier at McConey Setup Shop. Save 10% off your order with promo code FlyingAcesTV. I want to thank RaceLab for providing us with our live stream standings, track map, and other useful racing widgets. If you're a live streamer or simply a sim racer, check out RaceLab. Looking for NASCAR diecast or NASCAR merchandise? Check out Plan B Sales or Circle B Diecast. Save $5 off your order of $30 or more with the promo code FlyingAcesTV. You could walk away with $100 tonight, courtesy of Buddy Steele and Miss Mandy's Christian Daycare in Brandon, Mississippi. Drivers must win 2 races, have the Team Racers for Christ or a similar faith-based logo on both race-winning cars, and have an I rating of 3,000 or less at tonight's feature race to win the prize. All right. Let us get after it. Before we head into the race room, I want to say hello to PM3, our pole sitter, and of course 3 Wide Racing. That, of course, is Martin Fallon. Good evening to you, Martin. Spasm, Michael Smithy, top of the evening to you, gentlemen. And Charles McKilsky. How's it going? Just hanging around. That is 3 Wide Racing, Martin Fallon. Smithy, good evening to you. Weldy Weld, thank you very much, Weldy Weld. 3 Wide Racing. Thank you guys kindly. PM3 for being channel members. Do appreciate it. Oh, my. Top 5 finisher. And is that race 1 or race 2?
Straight cash, homie. Straight cash.
Bam! That's for Dale right there, Weldy Weld. Thank you very much. Again, is that race number 1 or race number 2? At Kansas or at the Roval? All right, let's get on out here as we get our feet wet here at the Roval. The 2025 configuration, this will be the NASCAR Cup layout next week, as NASCAR heads to Charlotte. This part is new. They actually raced this configuration last year, but I call it new because for 4 or 5 years they ran the old configuration. This is the newer configuration. It is labeled as 2025 on iRacing because the new, I guess the new scan. I don't know if they actually scanned Charlotte new or not. Richard Lecko has joined us. Oh, boys, we have to shorten that up a little bit. A little too long on the brakes.
Straight cash, homie. Straight cash.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Martin Fellon? Kansas. P17, lap 17. That, of course, is our Chad Denton Memorial Lap. I have a $5 prize on the line, courtesy of Martin Fallon.
He's in the dirt.
As I try to get a hold of this car. Holy cow. Race 2, copy that. Oh, 5th place. 10-4. 10-4 on that. Let me let this
Right
cat
side.
go by.
Clear.
That is William Johnson. Top 5 finisher and 5th place. Copy that. So P5. 10-4 on that, Weldy Weld. Try to get one good lap in here before we go racing. Kind of tricky, the new Roval layout, as far as seems like the turtles are a little higher.
Right side. Clear him.
Here it is.
That's a decent lap. Nothing to write home about. But I did make it around all the way and not spin the car, so that's an improvement. Corey Vaughn has reconnected. Alabama and Georgia this evening. All right, let's go ahead and call it a session for me. Sorry about that, William. William followed me, unfortunately. William Bowles, good evening, man. Let me go ahead and get this race sheet updated. Of course, we've got, courtesy of Weldy Weld, that's going to be P5. At Kansas, of course, is a $5 prize. And courtesy of Martin Fallon. Again, that is our Chad Denton Memorial Lap. Lap 17's P17. A $5 prize. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Weldy Weld. We'll get things rocking and rolling at Kansas here shortly. First, we're going to do a little bit of road racing at the Charlotte Roval. Your password is Roval4 if you want in this one. Again, we're in the GT4 class. We have 7 cars, I do believe. Let's go look at those 7 cars. We throw it up here on our old chase cam. This, of course, is what I'm piloting. It is the Smith & Wesson Porsche. We're looking. Ooh, that's a beautiful direct drive motorsport. What do we got there? That is also a Porsche. That belongs to Billy Sigmund. That's a good-looking car. This Aston Martin, of course, is John Creighton in the Napa Auto Parts. Aston Martin. Buster Malcolm in the BMW GT4. This brand new Ford is Richard Lekowa, the Ford GT4, just released last week. It's a beautiful piece. I still have not purchased this car. I will get to it eventually. Good looking ride. That is Richard Lekowa. Let's see. Here we go. That is William Johnson in the, what is that, a McLaren? Yes, that is a McLaren, the Shell Pennzoil V-Power. Man, that right front is really broken. Got to get that thing fixed, William. Again, William Johnson. Here's Buster Malcolm. Richard Lekowa. Let's find Corey Vaughn. If we can find CV. Where is driver Corey Vaughn? Ray Dormer has joined us. Corey Vaughn. Let's find Corey. He is yet to get on the track, I do believe. Hopefully he's not having connection issues. Ray Dormer also has not got on the track. All right, so we're patiently waiting on Corey Vaughn and Ray Dormer to join us. That's going to give us 8 competitors. What do I think about the Ole Miss beating LSU? I love those uniforms. I'll say that. I'll say that. Those were beautiful. Love their powder blues. It was I watched a little bit of the game.
Go ahead.
There was an electric crowd this afternoon. That is for sure. All
Thank you.
Let's see.
Yeah, no problem.
Got Buster Malcolm, of course, in the race with us. We'll give Martin Fallon Super Chat a thumbs up and a big heart. Thank you much again. Is Vapin in here yet? I'm seeing how is Vapin. Weldy Weld says, do we have Vapin Bachelor in the chat? If we do, I do not see him yet. I may have overlooked him. If I have, I apologize, Vape. Let's see what we got here. Got a message on the old twitters.com. I'm going to hop in the car so I can take another lap if need be. 1 second here. That was a good race today. Tomorrow's the big one at Kansas. You are correct, Timmy Jessup. You are correct. I thought Zilich was going to win that dang thing, but of course he didn't. He did not. I liked Connor Zilich's car. I love that paint scheme. Big fan of that. All right, we are... What are we here? We got about 15 seconds. Let's go.
Right side, all clear.
We are 2 or 3 seconds away. We're going head first. Bam! That is going to end my practice session and qualifying session. All right, we're gridding up here in just 1 second. Or about 1 second, I believe. Actually, I've got 1:44 remaining. My apologies. Let's see if anybody's still out on the racetrack. Go to most exciting. I don't think anybody's out on the racetrack, truth be told. There we go. We got John Creighton. We got the doctor. Again, if you want to join, your password is Roval4. I'm going to pull that off the screen. We're going to get rolling here in just a moment. About 1 minute and 6 seconds. Right on, I hear you. Hopefully check in if he's missed. Yeah, we'll pray for him, no question about it, Weldy Weld.
Right.
I agree. Rest up and hope to see you very, very, very soon. All right, it is time. Hopefully Corey and Ray Dormer were able to get out on the track. We'll get these gloves on. Again, we're going 20 minutes of racing action. Let's go ahead and grid. Let's make sure our fuel is at max capacity. Again, it's only 25% fuel, so 4.9 gallons. We may have to pit, we may not. I'm not 100% sure.
Will you look at that?
Hey!
New channel member. Thank you.
Speaking of which, Vaping Bachelor in the house, everybody. Look at him go. 31 months.
Guys, we're gonna be smart here.
I got every other problem but whiplash. Now I got whiplash. Oh, man. New Hanover. Vape, we are thinking about you, brother. We are indeed thinking about you. All right, man. Hopefully you get back up firing on all 8 cylinders. That's right, Spasm. There he is. I like that Richard Leck of a Ford Mustang over here. No, not that one. Well, that's a good looking car too, but Richard's car barely can see it over my A-post.
Are you ready? 5 off and we're rolling.
Ray Dormer has joined us. Along with Corey Vine. Took a nice little nap. Oh, Corey's in a Ford Mustang. Yes, he is. Took a nice little nap this afternoon, and one of those much-needed naps. More on that in just a moment. Hey, gentlemen, we got 20 minutes of racing. Actually, you got 25% of fuel tank. Got a faster pair. Best of luck, all competitors.
Get behind the tree.
So this week, we raced Talladega on Monday night. That was courtesy of George Buck. Man, what a good time we had. And I won! So that was a good time. But then work took over. Tuesday night, I had to be at volleyball. Wednesday night, we had... what did we have? We had a homecoming parade and a block party. I got home around 10:30ish. Thursday night, we had powder puff football. Those are where the young ladies play football, flag football. And then last night, we had our homecoming football game and homecoming dance. I got home after the midnight hour last night. So I was a bit exhausted from this work week. Hence my afternoon nap today. The hospital bed is getting old after about a month. No doubt about it, babe. No doubt. We did win our homecoming game last night, 40-0. And the opposing team literally quit at halftime. They did not have, they got down to 12 healthy players. So they, unfortunately, they brought 14 healthy players out of 23. And they were forced to shut her down. So we were up 40-0. But anyway, not going to mention the team that quit, but very noble of those young men and coaching staff to at least try to play. Yeah, I know it. I don't own the Mustang yet, but I will, farm guy. I'm going to rock that new Mustang. They are. I think the GT4s are every bit as much fun as any road racing car there is. They're so much fun.
Green flag.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Mustang.
Left side. Clear, clear. Good job.
I about got a piece of Richard Lekova's beautiful Mustang. These new tires, man, it's going to be a little tricky getting around through here, at least on this first lap. Nobody has spun it yet. That is wonderful.
Fueling up now should get us to the finish.
All right, so we're going to be a little short on the fuel, I'm hearing.
All right, baby. Feel that thing out. Get a rhythm.
Top four's glued together. Richard Lekova overtaking P3. Billy Sigmund now our new race leader. William Johnson coming in to top it off with fuel right now. Smart move.
Stay on him, bud. He'll make a mistake. You'll get him.
Billy Sigmund, John Creighton, Richard Lecco are our top 3 at the moment. All right, I've blown the chicane. I'm gonna have to give back 4.2 seconds. .8, 2.5. One second.
T3 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 29.604.
All right, now I'm good. Yeah, that grass, man. Can't believe I blew the chicane. That's not hard to do. Well, I should say it's not easy to do.
T2 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 29.248.
I'm wearing that grass out.
T6 is the fastest car on the track. 29.219. Gonna be pinned in about 5. On your right. Door quarter clear.
Got 4 laps remaining of fuel.
T1 is the fastest car on the track. 28.733.
Buster about almost had me right there. I'm on a pit.
Leader status 29.153. Coming at you guys. 10 away. 5 away. Add your mark. Now. Turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Leaving on me.
Come on, boys. Just want you to top it off. Not all the way. Just enough to get me to the end.
Go, man, go. Go, man, go. Hard, hard, hard. Good road speed. Good job, man. Keep hustling on that thing. Leaders on pit road.
So I pitted from 4th place. I'm hoping after everything cycles around, I'll at least be in 4th place.
The 66 is the leader.
We got under 8 minutes to go. Took too much fuel.
Fastest car on the racetrack. 28.364. That was a good lap.
That was my best lap of the day. That's encouraging.
The leaders on pit road now.
Doc Creighton from the lead is pitting.
I sped.
Oh, no. Doc Creighton. Speeding penalty. I'm not sure if that is a hold in the pits or a post-race penalty.
That's good, man. You made some progress that lap. Keep it up.
He had that Napa Auto Parts Aston Martin into the wind. I know that. Get a good look here at the Corey Vaughn Mustang. She's a beaut.
About 5 minutes. Right side. On your clear. Clear.
Buster Malcolm, currently our race leader.
At 102 is the leader.
Let's see if Buster's going to be able to hold on to the end without fueling. It's possible.
Pitting in this
Buster
time by.
cannot make it to the end with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
Leaders on pit road.
That's going to put Strictly Stock Motorsports Richard Lekowa into the lead.
Couple up, pitting in front of you. At 7 is the leader. Start spotting that entrance.
Oh, don't spin with me, please. All right, I did. Crap. Let me sit still. I'm in the middle of the track. I am sorry.
Gotta get going here a little bit.
I tried to sit still so no one would hit me.
7.1. Left side. Clear.
Got a little too aggressive.
Fast guy's running 29.607. You can do it, man. Try to find that rhythm, buddy. The interval is 9.2. left side. Car just pitted behind you. Clear him.
Well, looks like I'm bound and determined to finish 6th. Son of a gun.
Now you got to do something about this fuel, JW.
What's up with the fuel?
Well, when you run these little short races like this, the guys don't have to pit because they're driving so slow at the beginning of it. Everybody else who's racing has to pit, and so they stay out front. This guy's going to win because I don't think he's pitted yet.
0.5. White flag.
If you will, get me a chart on, say, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30-minute races, and what would be appropriate for percentage-wise.
Anything under 30 minutes, just fill it up, man.
Billy, I pitted. I had to pit too.
Yeah, okay.
Go watch the replay.
It don't matter. I ain't racing here no.
Lecca was pitted when I pitted, or the lap right before.
All right, well, I'll take you back then.
He
But
did.
it usually happens that nobody has to pit, man, because they drive slow at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, I pitted, and then I come out about 4.5 seconds ahead of you. So I don't know if you took more fuel than you needed or what.
I said all right.
You can apologize.
I won't. I did anyway, but I'm not now. If you heard me apologize. I said, I take it back then.
Good, thank you.
Nice win, Richard.
Thank you, JW.
Good win, Richard. You cheater.
Scorekeeper always wins.
Running, keep your eye open.
Yeah, I will gladly run what percentage of fuel will force everybody to pit, but I need to know that ahead of time. Last time we went 40% on a 20-minute race. Some pitted, some did not.
Hey, William, that was a nice race to the finish. Were you out of gas too?
Good stuff, man. That was a good race.
Yeah, I started running out of gas before the chicane on the backstretch, so I skipped it and I barely made it, but that was funny.
That, of course, is our race winner.
JW, you have to go check that out.
I'll check her out. That, of course, is our race winner.
From like the back chicane to the checkered.
Will do, brother. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Richard Lekowa of Strictly Stock Motorsports, well on their way to 300 team victories here with the Flying Aces. Let's go ahead and get him. He parks it. Let's go ahead and...
Well, man, I don't know if it was just my iRacing messing up or what, but all of my setups failed except for the official wet one. So I don't know if anybody else had any issues with the Mustang.
Yeah, I saw you having problems. Anyway, guys, gals, this, of course, is Richard Lekowa. We will go take a look at William Johnson, Ray Dormer, their battle they had on the track. This, man, anytime Strictly Stock hops in a Ford, they win. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You go back and look at the history of the races with Strictly Stock Motorsports on this channel, and they are more often than not victorious when they're in them Ford Mustangs. Just throwing that out there. Guys, Richard Lekowa, our race winner. Billy Sigmund, who had to pit for fuel, along with everybody else, finished in the second spot. Let's go back and get a look at his car again. That is the Direct Drive Motorsport Porsche. William Johnson did finish third, and that's going to put Ray Dormer up to fourth. That's a beautiful McLaren. We did not get that on early. He joined a bit late. And let's go ahead and get Corey Vaughn's car. Excuse me. The iRacing Sim Magic machine. That is Corey's paint scheme. Buster Malcolm winds up in 7th place. I bring it home in 6th place. And the doctor, John Creighton, brings that Aston Martin home in 5th. Let's go look at Ray Dormer. We'll back this up. Let's see. They made it 14 laps. Let's back this up and watch their... From the chicane on. We'll go in car with Ray. They had a doozy. I think William is battling the fuel, and so is Ray Dormer. All right, so he cuts the chicane. Not 100% sure what we're watching. He runs out of fuel. All right, maybe they had a heck of a battle before he runs it out of fuel. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm not 100% sure. This is the last lap for Ray Dormer. All right, real quick, let me go and find William Johnson. Not 100% sure. Again, that's Ray Dormer. Billy Sigmund second. Okay, Ray Dormer's in third. And William Johnson's in fourth. Here's what we need to watch. This is the final lap. Okay, here we go. Let's go in car with William. I think both are saving a bit of fuel. They are. Who can last the longest? That is the question. You got Ray Dormer coming out of NASCAR Turn 2. Williams struggling on the fuel. I think he struggled just a bit less than Ray Dormer. So Ray cuts the chicane. So does William. Or is that the cool down lap? Hang on a minute. Maybe that's a cool down lap. Let's fast forward it here. Okay, I got it. I see what's happening. William is in third. Let's go to Ray Dormer here. Oh, Ray finished 8th. Let's see what happened here. They're battling their guts out. This is the final lap, I do believe. Hey, Chevy Z. Great champion, everybody. The last chicane on the front stretch. Oh, okay. That's what I need to see. My bad. The last chicane. My fault. I went back to the second, or the big chicane. Let's go ahead. These two battling it out. Again, they're out of fuel. I think both of them. Riding along with Ray Dormer here. Oh, I see. What a great finish. Yes, sir. We'll go outside the car. Here we go. This is on the final lap. William misses the chicane. That's what it is. And there we go. Ray Dormer with the pass at the end. Okay, copy that. So no, Ray did not finish in 8th place. For some reason, it showed that on my screen. It's at the line. Yeah, copy that, William. We got it, bud. Both ran a really good race. Doc Creighton ran a good race as well. He got a speeding penalty. But congratulations to Richard Lekowa, our race winner in that beautiful Ford. Congratulations, Richard. All right, let's go ahead and pull the plug on this one. And my sincerest apologies to anybody who who did not pit. Of course, all of us had to pit, but apparently there was an issue with the fueling on the Billy Sigmund entry. Dead Man Recon. Been wanting to get into iRacing for a while, but don't really know how to start. Could I get a rough estimate on how much basic setup would cost? It depends on how awesome you want your equipment to start out with. Me personally, I started out dirt cheap with an Alienware Alpha. This has been 7-8 years ago. And that only cost like $250. Then my racing wheel I found on like Craigslist for a couple $100. So altogether I started out under $500. Ooh, Buster got the black flag on that last corner. Shame on you, Buster. You ran a good race, man. You truly did. But now, again, it depends on how... There he is, boys. Jesse Cottrell's in the chat this evening. Strictly Stock Motorsports. It depends on how hard you want to go at it. I would say $1,000 to have a decent PC, decent wheel, and all that good stuff to get you started and to run years on iRacing. Of course, your content costs money too, but I think $1,000 you can get up and running and be satisfied with that, and then maybe upgrade as the years go on. I think it's fair to say that's what most people have done. At least the guys that we raced with here, most of which started out small and gradually built their equipment and whatnot over the years. So I would guess $1,000 would be the high end of getting started. You could probably get started a lot less, say $700-800. Again, that's just me ballpark figuring it. But that said, our Kansas race is in the queue. Let me get things sorted out and changed over, such as our race banner for race number 2. We need to change the clock on our RaceLab. Instead of the countdown, we will go with lap counter. And we will go with we'll change out the old racing wheel. For example, man, I've got a road racing rim and an oval racing rim. You do not have to be that fancy to start off with. Just a standard wheel will work just fine. It just adds a little more authenticity. In my opinion, you can run the road racing a little better with the smaller wheel. Same with dirt and things like that. But NASCAR, just a standard oval wheel will work just fine. All right, waiting on this room to go hot. We'd like to hear from, who do we want to hear? Let's hear from Mike Joy. Mike Joy, everybody.
Hi, I'm Mike Joy. Here's a way to make your iRacing more realistic. Put a stack of $100 bills right next to your iRacing table and set it up near the fireplace. And every time you hit the wall, grab for the stack and throw a bunch of them in there, because that's what real racing is like. You're watching Flying Aces.
All right, there you go. He says it best, I do believe. All right, the race room is hot at Kansas. Let's go ahead and hop in. I'll throw that password up here in just 1 second. All right, we are in the race room. If you want to join us tonight, your password is going to be, what is it? Kansas 6. Kansas 6, as in Gen 6. We are in the NASCAR Gen 6 car this evening. I was running one of those electric Mustangs, never need gas. Okay, that makes sense. Didn't know that existed. Totally kidding, of course. How about that? That was a nice win for Richard Lecker. Was Strictly Stock bringing them big gas tanks, putting fuel perhaps in the roll cage. Shame on you guys. All right, let's take a look here about Kansas right quick. It opened in 2001. Okay, I always get this one. Of course, Vegas. I think that was 98, 97 maybe. Get a lot of these tracks, these mile and a half, the cookie cutters as they call them, confused. We've had a mass influx in the late 90s, early 2000s of new tracks. Kentucky comes to mind. Buck, good evening to you. What kind of wheel are you running now? I just got a G29 looking at a Fanatec's great stuff. Yeah, I have Acetec Forte, both the base and the rims. Both of the rims are the Acetec Forte, and the brake pedals as well. I like them a lot. Shooting you straight, they are expensive. Relatively speaking, there's a lot more out there that is more expensive. There's a lot out there a lot less expensive than what I've got. So I've kind of got mid-tier stuff. I really enjoy it. I've got Acetec's mid-tier stuff. They have really high-end products. They have lower products. So just shop around. The Logitech G29, I think most iRacers have either started with that or continue to run that. So you're in good company. You're in really good company there. But my brain works beautiful. If that called you, oh man, I'll copy that, Bapin. Copy that. All right, boys and girls. 1K gets me racing with you. I'm down. Yeah, it does. It does. I think you can. Again, you're gonna have to shop around, but you can find stuff to get you racing for $1,000. There's no doubt about that, and that would include your initial content you may want to purchase. All right, looking at our race sheet, we have Billy Sigmund and Corey Vaughn taking race credits for this one, meaning that including myself, that would give us 3. Top 5 qualifiers means 8. Top 10 finishers 18. So we'll have up to an 18-car field at the moment. If we have over 18 cars joining the heat room, then we'll run a heat race. If we have less, we'll go straight to the feature. Pretty simple.
Outside. Clear high, clear high.
It is Saturday night, loaded with college football. May not have 19 guys that want to race tonight, but if we do, we'll run the heat race. If we don't, no big deal. We'll go to the feature. That's 78 at the line on our out lap.
At 3 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 30.837.
Alex Kroenke has joined us this evening. All right, we're 181 at the line there, so lap 2 is going to be the hot one.
At 3 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 30.702. Outside. Outside clear. At 49 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 30.601. That lap was better. Good job. Dip 11 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 30.336. Slowing on the bottom.
See what that lap clocks in at.
Great lap.
All right, a little faster on the top.
Baby, I need a couple more laps like that last one.
Yeah, I think the top side's going to be fastest. Not by a whole lot.
That's a nice lap, man. That was a nice one. At 96 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 30.323.
We're going to pit in. All right, the final billboard on the walls where I backed out, we made it. 45 miles per hour, dang. We have to mind our P's and Q's on the pit road. Hey, Daryl Howell's with us, everybody. It is now a party. Let it be known. Let it be known. Let it be known. Just start running 5. I may have to. I may have to, Jesse. No, and I was serious when I told Billy, get me a chart, specific cars, because these car matters, like GT4, 20-minute race. This will force you to pit. I thought 25 would, and it ultimately did. Like I said, last time we ran 40% and was able to, a couple guys were able to not pit. So I thought 25 was perfect, and it wound up being pretty good. It did force everyone to pit. But anyway, now listen. I've went with the chrome wheels on this chrome Smith & Wesson Gen 6 Ford Mustang. That's what we're going to be piloting tonight. That, of course, is Alex Kroenke in the Ford Mustang, the Cheez-It Ford Mustang. That's a good-looking Ryan Blaney car. Speaking of excuse me, Humberto Alba, by the way. Speaking of Ryan Blaney, he and Joey Logano. I don't know if y'all saw qualifying today. Jeez. Them boys got a long way to go. They're starting way back. I'm worried. I'll be honest with you, I'm worried. Anyway, that is Humberto Alba. Oops, my bad. Wrong button. That 11 car, the JBL entry, is Alex De La Rocha. It's a Toyota. That is a Chevrolet, and that is that Paul White? It is indeed in the White Lightning Chevrolet. The 96, that is Mitchell Moore in the Tide Camaro. The 18 machine, that the Toyota Camry, Skittles Toyota Camry, is William Johnson. The 102, the Alberta Independence, is, of course, Buster Malcolm. He's in a Chevrolet this evening. That 66 Tide Pod ride, that is John Creighton, also in a Camaro. Fellow Camaro driver in the Exalta 38, that belongs to Josh Buchanan. Josh Buchanan in that 38. My favorite race car is the United States Marine Corps entry of Corey Vaughn, HMM 266. Corey Vaughn, everybody. U.S. Marine Corey Vaughn. That's a pretty race car. That's a Chevrolet, and that is Dimitri Mundras in the DuPont, purple DuPont Camaro. This Toyota Camry is Dehan Fulton Hall. This 4-car, that is Brandon Thomas in the Camaro. And then there is my Smith & Wesson entry. Let's see if we missed anybody. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 drivers. We will run a heat race this evening. Matthew Wright has connected, so is Larry Eddy, the legendary Larry Eddy. Here's Larry Eddy's paint scheme. There it is, popping into view. It's a Camaro and the Eagle One Chevrolet. Matthew Wright, has he joined us yet? He has not. Let's see. Ray Dorman. We have not seen Ray Dorman's number 25. It's a good-looking Ford Mustang. You daggone right. Sean Warrior. What is Sean in this evening? He's in the Nationwide Insurance Camaro. Pravin Vijay Kumar. He's in the Napa Auto Parts Camry. Mark Barcelos, that guy in the American Airlines 49. I like that piece. Good Lord, that's pretty. Whew! A lot of chrome on that son of a gun. Like at American Airlines. All right, I think we've got all the paint schemes. I do believe. Now, let's find out how these sons of guns are running a lot faster than me. Dimitri Mundros with a 1:52. Let's see. Where are you at, Dimitri? Where's your laps? Here we go. Laps. Let's find it's on the second lap. 30.152. Let's see.
Sorry, I was so slow there, Paul. I've been getting busted and hit a lot lately.
No, you're good, buddy.
Okay, so the low line. I think he went wide open. May have picked up a hint of a draft. Okay. I'm sure he cuts it. Yeah, he cuts the bottom. All right, let's see if I can do something similar to that. Something similar. Deadman Recon. Also, just want to say thank you for what you do and interacting with us. Absolutely, man. Always a pleasure watching and learning. Man, I've always said if you're trying to learn from me, you probably on the wrong channel. But that said, maybe I can show you what not to do. But you are more than welcome, Deadman. I appreciate you watching. I truly do. Thanks for hanging out. And this is what I enjoy doing. Shooting the bull and talking racing. Hey, Marcolian's with us this evening. Blaney wrecked, yeah, saw that. And Flat Tires saw that too. But man, they are starting deep. It's going to be tough tomorrow. 69 watching already, Spasm says. Would you be so kind to hit that like button? We appreciate it very much. All right, so lap 2 is going to be our hot one.
Slow on the bottom.
It seems. All right, here we go. We're going to try to put down a hot lap.
Good lap, man. You keep after it.
We can go flat-footed through 1 and 2. And we can flat-foot it through 3 and 4.
Yeah,
okay.
On the bottom. Let's go, man. You picked it up a little bit. Looking good.
All right, we will pit. Pitting in, Sean. .45 miles per hour is our pit road speed. There we go. Hey, Bob! Bobby Johnson's with us this evening, everybody.
Watch your speed to keep busting people. Oh, 10 away.
All right. So we did find a little more speed. Too quickly. There we go. That was good. So 3 and 4 is pretty good. Anyway, let's go watch everybody else practice. Put on TV camera too and watch these cats get around here. John Creighton and Larry Eddy battling it out here in practice. Good evening to you too, Bobby. If you'll excuse me, I need to adjust my glasses. They were pinching in on my ears, BS Sim Racing. I am out. I apologize again, Richard. Y'all have a good one. Billy, you have a good one too. Bobby Johnson, the greatest pusher, doing his famous slam dunk. Man, we had a good time the other night at Talladega. Went 85 green flag laps. Who's my pick tomorrow? Words were really good last week at New Hampshire. Granted, that's more of a short track. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'll say that. Should be a good race. Kansas always puts on. I'm doing a lot of buffering. What? Let's check that live stream. Yes, sir. Yeah, I am.
You have any more spots left?
Oh, yeah. There are 7 more remaining. Yes. From 5,000 kilobytes per second to 3,500. We'll get it hopefully straightened out that way. Okay, there we go. Now we should be okay. May not be as quality of a picture. Reminder, guys, top 5 qualifiers will automatically advance on. And then top 10 finishers from our heat race. All right, let's get out here and see what we can do. If you want to join us, Kansas 6 is your password. Billy Sigmund was one of the race credit entries, and I think he said he's out, so he may not race tonight. We're 183 at the line. That felt really good. Did not take the foot off the throttle. All right, there we go.
All right, man, that's it.
It's good enough for P11. That can't be too far off of a great starting spot. 30.408. Our pole right now is Brandon Thomas with a 261, so it's about a 1/10 and a half off. All right, all right. So did you see my P3 at Dega in the ARCA, MJ? Which we had a really good time. It is the dishwasher, no doubt. No doubt, it's the dishwasher. Still buffering, Charles says. You may need to refresh. I am showing a very steady stream over here on OBS. So if you are still buffering, please refresh. Yeah, thank you, Marcolium. All right, our top 5 qualifiers are going to be Dimitri Munoz, Alex De La Rocha, Brendan Thomas, Larry Eddy, and Matthew Wright. Those guys brought the noise. Matthew's still out on track, I do believe. This might be a replay. It says live, but it is not live. Okay, yeah, he was just doing a pit road entry.
So we having a heat race, JW?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are.
How many people did we need?
Needed 19. So I'm going to bank on I'm going to bank on Billy not running. Yeah, that's right. Let me get my ducks in a row. Well, mathematically, it would still come out the same. So top 10 finishers. Congratulations, top 5. You are automatically in. Be a brand new race room set up immediately following this one. Same password, which is Kansas 6. And we'll take our top 10 finishers from this short little heat race. Let me grab a photograph of our top 5. There we go. Oh my good Lord. Boys, Daryl Howell. I kid you not. I kid you not. Daryl Howell, everybody. He's thrown up some currency for this one tonight. Starting on the pole, I do believe, is Paul White. We'll go through these cars in just a second. Allow me, if you will, to get this on our race sheet. Daryl, thank you kindly. It came through via a PayPal. We're going to go random draw for $5 inside the top 5. In fact, I think we're going to do 2 of those. Let's do 2 of those this evening. So we'll go random draw 2. And then random draw 3 will be a top 10. And random draw 4 will be a top 15.
Look, they're busted.
Daryl, thank you much, man. No matter
Good
who
luck.
winds up winning these, I know they will appreciate it. Again, that courtesy of Daryl Howell. All right, rolling off here, we do have Eric Winkelspect has grabbed the pole. It's a beautiful chromed Camaro. Paul White out here in the 5 car. The 09 is Pravin Vijay Kumar in his Toyota Camry. That is Ray Dormer in his Ford Mustang. The 96 is Mitchell Moore. 57 is Alex Cronky. 49 is Mark Barcelos. This 66 is John Creighton. The 51 belongs to Sean Royer. That number 38 is Josh Buchanan. The 19 tonight is Dehan Fulton Hall.
Sorry, I hit my ignition switch.
The 18 is William Johnson. The 102 is Buster Malcolm. And this car, without a paint scheme on it, the 519 is Rob Shaw. Our Canadian buddy, Rob Shaw. All right, here we go. We got 8 laps. All right, fellas, we've got 8 laps in a faster pair. Top 10 finishers will advance on. Here we go. Let me pull that password down.
Green flag.
They are getting after it, hot and heavy in Kansas. Oh my! We've already got a wreck. We've already got a wreck. Let's go find that one. Son of a gun, boys. We already got a wreck. Who we got here? We got the yellow Exalta car, the Richard
Sorry
Lekowa.
about that, man, but somebody else had hit me and I was in the skid when I hit you.
We got Richard Lekowa. And who's in the 12 car? Umberto Alba. Son of a gun, boys. What happens here? Let's check it out. Oh, Richard gets bumped from behind. Ooh. Richard got the, Umberto got the worst of it. Richard got the bump draft by this 19 car, and that is Josh Buchanan. We'll see what happens here. The old accordion effect. It pushes Richard into Umberto. And that unfortunately turns Umberto. Buster Malcolm, Josh Buchanan involved. That also takes out Richard Lekoa. Man, coming off a win at the Roval in the GT4 cars. Richard is having a hard time on the pit road. Spin this around, look at that 38. He's got his faster pair. No, he doesn't. I think he may have forgot to check his faster pair. Let's come down to get more service on that car. Yeah, okay. Faster pair engaged. There we go. Buster Malcolm is all good. 12 car again, that is Humberto Alba, who took the worst of it in the Ryan Blaney paint. A victim. And it wasn't Richard's fault as well, just the old accordion effect. We are live. Let's go see where the leaders are. Who is the leader? I don't know if they... No, we're not packed up tight enough to go green this time, so we'll have to not skip a lap, unfortunately. Back to racing, my bad. The heels are toast unless they change quarterbacks. They are toast anyway. Man, I think with time, I would imagine Bill Belichick will have success there. Daryl Money Mayweather, you daggone right. You're right, Darren. Spasm has went for the third refresh. Hopefully that does work. Actually, my wife is out of town, so she's not even running the dishwasher or microwave or anything of that nature. Thank you very much, Bob. If you've ever done any live streaming through OBS, I can only speak through OBS, you set your bit rate what you want it to be, and the better your internet, the higher you can set it. So about 6 months ago, I got fiber optic internet, so I turned it up, the bit rate, and I guess tonight is a bit slower, so I had to adjust the bit rate. And I would never know that unless you guys tell me, because I don't look at the live stream, which is over here on, this is my right. I don't look at it a whole lot, so I can't tell if it's buffering or anything. But anyway, enough of that. We're back to racing. We're going to be on lap number 5 of the scheduled 8.
Ready, green flag, green flag.
Hopefully we don't have any more wrecks. Eric Winklespec, Paul White leading us down into turn number 1. Looks like we are good now. Let's go back and watch our battle for position number 10. Should be right in this area. Humberto is blinking a bit. 18 is William Johnson in the Skittles Toyota. He is in position number 10 at the moment. Ooh, Mark Marcello's caught 3 wide. Ooh, Ray Dormer in the wall. Ray and Mark do not touch. Man, Ray is hung up in the wall. Hopefully he can get that Ford Mustang back up to full speed as we come to lap number 6. And our battle for 10th place is right here now with Mitchell Moore and Humberto Alba. Sean Royer right behind these guys. Buster Malcolm in the 4th car on your screen, and Mark Barcelos. And they will be picking, or will be picking up Ray Dormer, who got into the wall, and we have Richard Lekoa in the back, who unfortunately was caught up in a first lap incident. So at the moment, Humberto Alba is in 9th place. He's blinking out a bit. Let's keep this on. Let's keep this on this 96 car. Actually, Mark Barcelos currently in the 10th spot, it shows. Mark Marcellos in the American Airlines Ford hanging tough. He is in position number 10, and that is our heat race. Buster Malcolm, first car out. Richard Lekowa also not making the show. We had a couple others.
I want to thank the 47 cars for straightening me up on
Buster Malcolm, Ray Dormer, Josh Buchanan, Pravin Vijay Kumar, and Rob Shaw did not make it. What happened to Pravin? What happened to Pravin Vijay Kumar?
JW, I'll use the race credit if I still can.
You can indeed, Buster. You're good. Buster Malcolm is into the big show.
All right, thanks.
Buster having himself a good time, and that's what it's all about. Buster Malcolm.
Was it top 10, JW? Yeah.
Yes, top 10 finishers. That would include you, Mark. Marky Mark. Marky Mark.
That's amazing.
Great job. All right, Buster. Buster will have 3 race credits remaining. All right, let me grab a quick photograph of this. Eric Winkelspect, our winner of the heat race. All right. So congratulations, Mitchell Moore, Mark Barcelos, Sean Royer, Umberto Alba, John Creighton, Alex Kroenke, William Johnson, Dehan Fulton Hall, Paul White, and Eric Winkelspect will be our top 10 finishers there. Again, not making the field, well, it was Buster Malcolm. He took a race credit. But Ray Dormer, unfortunately, Josh Buchanan, and Pravin Vijay Kumar, along with Rob Shaw. All right, we got our field set. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. We'll exit out of this. Pull up our great American flag background, and we'll get this race in the queue as fast as we possibly can. Hey, MJ, good evening to you. MJ Quiggs. Michael Quigley. Michael Quigley. Let's see. Richard Lekowa would like a race credit. Richard Lekowa is into the big show, no doubt. All right, so we got Richard Lekowa taking a race credited entry. All right, 10 minutes of practice. 10 minutes of practice. Make sure we all got 75%. Even them Chevrolets, 75% fuel. Might want to turn them down to like 31%. That'd be funny. One of these nights I'm going to do it and not tell it. Still having issues, Buster says. Me or you, Buster? Me or you? You might need to refresh your live stream. That's what most people have done, and it seems to have helped. All right, we're going to race at 6:45. She gets dark at 7:10. We're going to race into the nighttime. All right, we're all good. All right, this race is in the queue. Ogre, if anyone plans on watching the Valley Star 300, Rick Shigori is in turn 2, truck F2. Good luck to Rick Shigori. Firefighter, or Firemedic Rick Shigori, that is. I would imagine one would have to be a firefighter to be a fire medic. Am I right? Thank you, Bob. All right, again, we're at Kansas in the NASCAR Gen 6 cars this evening. Thank you, PM3. Yeah, I was mainly talking there to Buster, so maybe he needs to refresh. And not, I'm going to, Chevy, I'm going to. One of these nights, I'm going to do that. We need more Flying Aces racing, no doubt. I could not agree with you more, CSX Racing. Here's the deal. This past week, I told all this earlier. I worked until 10 o'clock on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. Monday night we ran Talladega, which I won, that's right. But all kidding aside. So Monday night and last Sunday I raced. And then tonight is my first night I'm able to race again. Yeah, understood, Buster. Thanks for being understanding, man. And Richard Lekowa would like himself a race-credited entry. That will give Richard 25 race credits remaining. Richard Lekowa. Race room is still not hot on my screen. as always. For whatever reason, I am the last one for it to go live on. And it has now went live. Again, your password is Kansas 6. If you were in the heat race or took a race credit, your password is Kansas 6. I will throw up the password. Please only join if you are supposed to be in. And by my counts, and this would include Billy Sigmund, who took a race credit but may not join us. I think he said he is out. But anyway, if Billy joins us, that would be 4 race credit. Myself makes 5. Top 5 qualifiers, top 10 finishers. 20-car field for our feature event here at Kansas this evening. If Billy does not show, it'd make 19. I was going to... The new job is going great. I do work a lot more hours, which I did need to do that. I really did. You may remember... I developed some anxiety about this time last year. First time I ever experienced anything like that. And I didn't have much to do except iRace. And I'm talking professionally. Professionally, my job, I'm not saying it was very easy. It wasn't easy, but it didn't keep me occupied. And the job I have now certainly keeps me occupied all day long. And most of the time, all evening as well. But... it was a substantial pay raise as well, and that's going to help out my retirement. I've got 7 more years before I can retire. So getting at the age, or somewhat in the last third of my career, it's time to start thinking about boosting the old retirement. So who knows how the stock market and all that good stuff will go with some other things I've got for retirement. You just never know. So I wanted to get into administration, and I absolutely love it. It's a role I wished I'd gotten into many years ago. I see a lot more kids on a daily basis. I feel like I can, 1, interact with a lot more kids on a daily basis, but 2, maybe influence some kids on a larger scale. So I wished I'd gotten into it a long time ago. But it is fun. It is a lot of fun. Biggest thing I do is handle the athletics, and that's a full-time job in and of itself. And I do handle our buses and things of that nature. A little bit of discipline here or there. But it does keep me busy. And my wife also, it's all about the money. Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but look... absolutely. Smoking Joe Francis coming on in as race sponsor. You dadgum right. Yeah, again, it's about my retirement. And my wife got into administration this year. She had taught for 26 years. And
Joe's asking if he can sponsor and get in the race.
Oh, absolutely. I just saw that in the chat. Thanks, Buster. You dadgum right, Joe Francis. Yeah. Chevy, it feels very rewarding.
30.298.
You guys know this as well as I do. I'm not just talking about the school system. There's a lot of kids that need good influences these days. I'm not saying I'm a great influence, but I think I am better than what some kids have at home, which is no male figure. Honestly, no parents. You daggum right, spasm. Smoking Joe Francis. Not sure what he wants to sponsor as, but absolutely. Got legendary Larry Eddy to my inside.
Still there. Clear low if you need it. The 28 is the fastest car on the racetrack.
Charles says it's all about the money. I guess at the end of the day it is, but I coached baseball for over 20 years and put in, so the hours it doesn't bother me to work all the hours. That's not an issue. But I just needed more to occupy my time professionally.
Good that, man. You keep after it.
Yeah, they do. You are so right, Charles. You are so right. The amount of kids today that are forced to live with grandparents. And there's nothing wrong with grandparents. They obviously love them very much.
That was the fastest lap we run in a while.
But it is overwhelming. We're going to go ahead and pit. Pick our pit road entry. This red sign on the wall is perfect for me to get on pit road. There we go. All right, let's bounce out of the race car. Got a message over on the twitters.com.
9 pitting on my bad.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about my new school, Darren. This is again in my first year at the new school, and I don't broadcast that I live stream or anything like that. Usually, what happens is a kid discovers it or something like that, and then word spreads and all that good stuff. OMG, boys! Rick Javorka has got his racing rig all set up, put together. He's got to put his standalone triple monitor stand together and slide it back to the man cave. Holy cow. That is fire. That is awesome.
102 pitting in by standby.
Rick has been assembling his sim racing rig for the past couple of days. And he's got that son of a gun all... Oh, man. What is up here? Is Trading Paints down? Look at that. I can't run that. Let's refresh Trading Paints. Let us refresh the Trading Paints. Oh, boys. Michael Johns, you kidding me? You're not kidding me. Let me pull this up here. Woo! Let's see here. We're going $5 out to the pole winner. And we're going $5 for the Chad Denton Memorial Lap. Drivers, this just in, courtesy of Michael Johns. $5 going out to the pole winner, which will qualify here in just a moment. Dang! All right. MJ, Michael Johns, everybody. $5 a pole, $5 lap 17, P17. That, of course, is our Chad Denton Memorial Prize. MJ, appreciate that. Pole winner, $5. And lap 17 / P17. That, too, is a $5 prize. Much appreciated, MJ. Let's see. Does Smokin' Joe Francis? I think he has sent something in. Oh, he has. All right. He says, do whatever you want to with it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to combine that with Darrell Howell this evening. And we're going to go... Ooh... Let's go. Let me think here. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm thinking. Hold on to me. Hold on here a second. We're going to go a $10. This is Smokin' Joe Francis. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Let's go random draw. Random draw 5 will be a top 5 for $10. Okay. Got to finish top 5 to be eligible for that baby. Okay. And then we're going to go random draw 6, a $5 prize for a top 15. And then we'll go random draw 7, also a $5 prize for a top 20. Let's go top 20 right there. So there we go. So everybody will have an opportunity to win money this evening. Awesome. Thank you very much, Joe. Hey, Michael Johns again. Thank you. Daryl Hell, thank you. Martin Fallon and Weldy Weld. All right, let's go qualify. All right, we've got trading paints back up and operational. Buster Malcolm currently and Dimitri Mundros. Paul White has put down a hot lap. Only 3 cars have qualified so far.